I wanted to wish everyone a happy new year this morning. And I don't know if you can see the corner of my screen with the little New Year's French wine. And I have a little candle and something from the beach. And then I'm just going to show a quick book. I have this beautiful book. I'm going to screenshot it later on. It's a Japanese secret on purposeful living, a long and happy life. So just wanted to try and give everyone a big hug this morning. With that, so again, my name is Nina Prohl. I'm a Pilates instructor, and I'm also a radiation oncology nurse and medical oncology. So just want to start off this morning with some meditation. And after we do the meditation, I'm going to teach a relaxing pose. So that if anything makes your body angry or you don't care for it, you can go to the relax. You have a choice to go to the relaxation pose, because I want this to be a great experience for everyone. And we all need more stress tools in life. So yay for the relaxation pose. All right, so we're going to start off sitting, and we can go into crisscross applesauce. And let's just take a deep breath in and close our eyes and just connect with our breath this morning. And let's set a positive intention, such as gratitude. New year, new beginnings, moving forward. Just take a deep breath in, let it all go. And while you're working on connecting with your breath, I'm going to read some positive intentions to create some inspiration and us just doing some mindfulness, connecting to the breath, working on some meditation, a great stress tool or happy tool to put in your back pocket in times of joy, in times of stress, sitting in the traffic, just creating your own calm, creating some personal control over life. Continue taking your deep breath in, closing your eyes. Let's start thinking about contentment this morning. The ancient texts tell us it is the highest level of happiness. In a few minutes, we will move on to some gentle yoga and Pilates. Pilates is a complete coordination of body, mind, and spirit. It is the mind that shapes the body. Getting better and improving ourselves is a lifelong process. Let's talk about balance this morning, being the key, creating rest and activity. Let's take another deep breath in and enjoy this special time working on our core and our spine and getting stronger than yesterday. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth as you exhale. Self-care, meditation, our breath. I want you to visualize in your mind right now your happy place, whether it's going to lunch with a friend family member, a spouse, being by the beach on a perfect day with a beautiful breeze, or perhaps it could be up in the mountains on a great hike. Let's take another deep breath in and let it all go. Okay, last one. And slowly open your eyes. Happy Friday, by the way, ladies. So we're going to start with our relaxation pose this morning. And this is a choice to come into if an exercise is something you don't want to do this morning, or you feel like it's making your body angry. Just a relaxation exercise. So what it is, we're going to slowly roll down on our back, and we are going to hug our knees to our chest, giving ourselves a nice big hug, and just gently rolling out the lumbar spine, our lower back that holds us together. So we're just going to do this for a few minutes. This is a great exercise if your back bothers you at all, just to relax it. If you have been driving all day, or maybe on a long appointment, or on the computer too much, or maybe you just woke up a little stiff. So I call this baby back rolls. And then if you care to, we're going to move on to happy baby, which is a yoga pose. And I'm going to grab my big toes and just continue stretching out my lower back, honoring that spine, which is so important to our vitality. And I think while we're down here enjoying our beautiful Friday morning, wherever you are right now, we're going to just start off with some bridging. So let's bring our feet down to the mat, and let's take a deep breath in and exhale. Roll our shoulder blades back so that our scapula is connecting to the mat. Pull our bellies in nice and tight, and we're going to put our arms long and strong and slowly bring our hips off the mat, gently rolling up our spine one vertebrae at a time, and then slowly rolling that spine all the way back down, upper back, middle back, lower back, right, all the way down to the mat. And when we come back down, let's roll our shoulder blades back again, enjoying that connection of our scapula to the mat, opening up our chest. This is a really great exercise to work on range of motion and keeping our chest and our posture amazing and improved. And we're going to bring our arms long and strong, and we're going to do that bridge again, bringing up lower, middle, upper spine all the way to the ceiling, and then gently rolling it all the way back down. Another great exercise to do if you wake up a little stiff. We're going to keep doing this a few times, waking up our back, and then come all the way back up. Let's shoot for 5 more. Your back is going to be so happy today, being a little loosened and stronger. Alrighty, we have 2 more, and then I'm going to do a gentle add-on. So your abs are in, scapula is engaged to the mat. Okay, so this time, let's bring it all the way back up again. I'm going to shoot my right leg to the ceiling, and I'm just going to pretend like I have 50 pounds of weight on it, do some isometrics. And I'm going to pretend that I'm painting a hot pink stripe in the room, like I'm painting a little girl's room. Keeping my hip up off the mat, shoulder blades or scapula is still in. And this is a classical Pilates exercise. So first of all, you can do it 10 or 20 times or the true 100. And also just a friendly reminder of our resting pose. Okay, so 100, you can start in tabletop, pulling the abs in nice and tight, pumping the arms long and strong, continuing with your breath. If you want a little challenge this morning, you would bring your legs long and strong, pumping. And then, of course, you can always do some gentle back rolls in between and then come back to your hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so either way you are doing, tabletop or legs long and strong. Let's just do 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's just come back into that gentle baby back roll. Alrighty, so how's everybody doing? We're gonna move on to doing some gentle yoga. So let's come into having our hands on the mat, and we're going to come into some gentle, bringing our spine up to the ceiling, angry cat, taking a deep breath in, letting it all go and bringing our belly down to the mat. Take a deep breath in, bringing our back all the way up in a C curve, enjoying this gentle stretch, and then bringing it all the way back down. Spine all the way up. And now we're going up on our feet. This is downward dog, just letting your head rest between your arms. And then we're just going to walk that dog out, bringing our feet 1 foot at a time. Our heels down to the mat. Stretching out our lower legs. And now let's bring our knees all the way back down to the mat. Our forehead is gently going to come down the mat, and we're slowly going to walk those fingers out, coming down to child's pose. And let's just take 5 deep breaths in on our own and enjoy this stretch. This would be a good time for a sip of water to stay hydrated. And I want everybody to slowly stand up to a standing position. And we're just going to work on some gentle balance. Balance is always a good idea. Incorporate in your life somewhere, maybe while you're cooking your pasta or waiting for your coffee. Let's stand up nice and tall and roll our shoulder blades back. And we're going to bring our arms, let's bring our arms to a T actually first. And let's just do some gentle range of motion. Opening up that chest, of course, keeping our abs in nice and tight. And then let's bring our arms to hands to prayer position, bringing up our right leg and just choosing an area to focus on in the room, creating that nice balance, rolling our shoulder blades back. Our scapula, our shoulder blades, Joseph Pilates used to say, let's crack the walnut. Those shoulder blades are engaged, abs are in nice and tight. We're pulling that right leg up. If you lose your balance, just try again. This is a great one to do before you're brushing your teeth. Keeping nice and strong. A minute would be a great idea. We have a new puppy that's barking upstairs that is kind of messing with my balance a little bit. Alrighty, let's slowly pretend we have 50 pounds of weight on that leg and bring it all the way back down to the ground. Let's roll our shoulder blades back, put in some more little range of motion exercises. Let's take a deep breath in. Let it all go. Let's bring those arms again to prayer position and slowly bring up the opposite leg. And the trick is to choose somewhere to gaze at. Now, if you ever try this when you're at the beach by the waves, oh my gosh, it's so hard. But people will stop and ask you what the heck you're doing. All right, let's just try maybe to hold this maybe 20 more seconds. Alrighty, slowly bring that leg all the way back down to the floor. We're going to do a forward fold. Let's bring our hands all the way up to the ceiling, and we're going to come down one vertebrae at a time, all the way to our coccyx or tailbone. Just loosening our lumbar spine, and we're just going to do some gentle circles with our hands. Another great back stretch. And then let's reverse those circles. Let's bring our hands into like a grandfather clock pendulum. Just loosening up that back a little more. And then we're going to come up one vertebrae at a time. Standing up nice and tall, rolling your shoulder blades back. We're going to start working on our abs series now. So maybe a great time again to grab a little sip of water if you have any in the room. Alrighty, so a choice, you can come down, lying down to your back, or if you want to try this genie pose, standing up nice and tall. And I'm going to put my right leg, my right foot behind the other one, and I'm going to slowly come down to my mat one vertebrae at a time. And here I am. Okay, so we're going to start with our first exercise called one leg circle. First, I'm going to bring my hands out and I'm just going to do a gentle roll down, one vertebrae at a time. And now I'm going to bring my right, if your neck bothers you at all, first of all, leave yourself down on the mat. But if you feel like it's fine, bring your right knee to your chest, pull, pull. Then I'm going to switch it, pull, pull. I'm trying to bring my belly in nice and tight, working on my core. Pull, pull, switch it, pull, pull. And remember, at any time, if anything is bothering you in your neck, you can come down to the gentle baby back roll. Okay, so moving on. Pull, pull, switch, pull, 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 pull. Let's try to do 10 of these. Pull, 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 pull. Alrighty, I'm going to show a little advanced move. So let me demonstrate it first. Double leg pull would be shooting your legs out and then arms come around, pull it back in. And this is working your scapula. It's a great back exercise. I'm going to do 2 more. And then slowly bring my neck back down on the mat. I'm going to roll out my spine. Alrighty, next exercise is called scissors. So I am coming off the mat. I'm shooting my right leg up to the ceiling. This is one of my favorites. And then I'm alternating, doing a nice stretch. Going back into the gentle back roll. Alrighty. This exercise is called the lower lift. There's 2 ways of doing it. You can bring your hands to a diamond and put them under your seat is the more gentle way. And I'm just shooting my legs up to the ceiling and I'm going to come down in 3 and up in 1. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. And if that's too easy, you can hold your neck. You can cradle your neck and do it also. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. Now I'm going to go down in 1 and up in 3. 1, 2, 3. Down. 1, 2, 3. Down. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's come back to that lovely back roll. Alrighty, I'm going to, you can rock or roll up. We're going to do some more roll downs. The first half roll down is a nice gentle exercise. So I'm sitting up nice and tall. Feet are flat on my mat. I'm going to grab my thighs and I'm just rolling out my spine, maybe 2 or 3 inches till you feel your abs engage. And then I'm coming all the way up. And when you come up, the goal is to always try and grow taller. A nice 2-way Pilates stretch. I'm trying to sink my hips into the mat and have my spine grow taller. Okay, so let's do that again. We're going to come down a few inches and then come all the way back up. Okay, so of course I'm going to do a friendly add-on. You can continue this nice gentle half roll up, or if you want, you can do a full roll up. So a full roll up is Legs are long, feet are together, and I'm going to, and you can also stick your feet under your couch if this feels too hard. I'm just going to come down one vertebrae at a time. Do a nice stretch, my arms over my head, pull my abs and glutes in, and then coming all the way back up. Okay, we're going to move on now to front forward fold. So legs are separated the width of the mat and our feet are flexed. I'm going to roll my shoulder blades back, sitting up nice and tall, and I'm going to slowly pretend like we have a big beach ball here. This is not a ballerina stretch. This is a Pilates two-way stretch. So I have this big beach ball, the ones that are like, you know, 2 feet that the little kids like. And I'm going to roll my spine out over the beach ball, shooting my tailbone out the opposite side, slowly coming up one vertebrae at a time. And of course, I'm trying to grow taller, creating that space, coming up nice and tall. And then I'm going to come all the way back out. This is a nice gentle stretch. Should feel really nice on your back. Okay, we're going to do 2 more of these. Okay, so you can continue doing this stretch if you want a little challenge this morning. And I was saying we were at the beach with the beach ball. Someone said they wanted to get a glass of white wine. This is an exercise called corkscrew. We're rolling our shoulder blades back on the mat. We're shooting our legs up to the ceiling. And of course, my scapula is engaged, abs are in, and I'm just doing a little gentle circle with my feet. My feet are together. This is a little advanced. And if this is super easy for you, you can even do a bigger corkscrew. I'm just going to do one more time. Alrighty, let's bring our knees to our chest and roll up. And we're going to go have a little break now, a little sip of water. We're going to go on to one of my favorite exercises, a nice gentle stretch called mermaid. Alrighty, so mermaid stretches your obliques. We are sitting on our side and our left arm is grabbing our ankle. We're going to shoot our right arm touching our ear, reaching for the sky, pulling out of those obliques. And we're going to do a nice gentle rainbow stretch with that arm. Now I'm going to come all the way back up. Perhaps trying to reach out a little further and coming into that gentle rainbow. Okay, last one, make it your best. And of course, we're going to flip on to the other side, staying nice and even, grabbing that ankle again, shooting that left arm up to the ear, and slowly doing that nice rainbow stretch. Coming all the way back up. I'm going to try and reach a little more. Alrighty. So while we're in this position, I'm going to add another ball. So my feet are on the mat, and I'll demonstrate first. I'm going to bring my hands together in prayer position and then open that book and grab my ankles, and I'm going to roll back on my scapula and then come all the way back up. So this is just supposed to make you feel like a little kid, loosening up that spine. Let's do 2 more. Alrighty, we're gonna move on now to some leg lifts. So I want you to come down on your mat. Put your body all the way to the edge of the mat, and legs are coming a little forward like a banana. And I'm pulling in my belly nice and tight. And I'm just bringing the top leg slowly forward, pointed, and then bringing it back. So this is a nice slow leg lift that I'm actually connected to the mat. My belly, my abs are engaged, and the opposite leg is glued to the mat. So we're nice and balanced. Let's do 10 of these. All right, last one. And now we're going to bring that leg to match the other foot. And we're going to do our up and down. So we're going to point the leg all the way up and then flex the leg, bringing it down. Point, flex, point, flex. And of course, those abs are still in nice and tight. We're working on our core, strengthening our whole body. Okay, let's do one more. Then we're going to move on now to some circles. So so your circle can be small if you want, or if you are super limber, you can make your circle a little bigger, pausing up at the top, circling around, touching the opposite foot, nice and controlled. We're going to do one more. Now let's reverse that circle. All right, last one. So we're going to work on our thighs now. Let's bring that foot forward, and we're going to gently push that knee a little bit up, and of course bellies are still nice and tight. And the opposite leg, let's do 10 leg lifts. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can count with me, 10. Okay, let's do 10 little circles with this foot here, like a little tennis ball, keeping the belly in nice and tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to switch to the other side. So just thinking again, if the leg lifts on the floor are not making you happy today, you can go into those gentle back rolls. You can also find a chair, roll your shoulder blades back, pull your abs in nice and tight, and just do some nice gentle leg lifts, circles, that kind of thing. Okay, so we're going to move on to the opposite side now. Coming onto the mat in banana pose. So you're at the edge of the mat, your feet are coming a little forward, and we're going to just with our forward and backs. Now we're going to move on to our up and downs, pointing that leg up, flexing it coming down, continuing to keep the abs in. And now we're going onto our circles. So again, your circles can be small or a little bigger, depending on how you're feeling today. Brushing that opposite foot, pausing that circle up the top, coming all the way around. Okay, on this one, let's come all the way up the top and reverse that circle. Alrighty, let's bring that circle all the way down, and we're going to do some swimming. So let's come down on our mat onto our bellies. Let's just take a deep breath in, let it all go. Okay, so arms are long and strong, and my belly's in, and I am going to bring my feet a little bit off the mat, and I'm just going to flutter my arms and my feet. If it's too difficult, you can always just work on your arms. Everyone is at different levels, of course. And you can always do a few and then come back down to the mat, take a break. Just going to do 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to now come onto the mat. So you are up on your forearms, and I'm just going to do some little kicks, working my glutes and my hamstrings. Kick, 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 all the way back down. Kick, 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 pulling your belly in nice and tight. Kick, 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 all the way back down. Kick, kick, kick. We're going to just do one more time. 1, 2, 3, all the way back down. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we are going to do a chest opener now, which is going to be amazing for everybody. Let's come down the mat on our cheek, and we are going to put our hands together on the small of our back, and we're going to kick our seat one time. Kick. Bring the legs slowly all the way back down. You can watch me first if you would like. And then our head is going to come forward, and we are going to bring ourselves off the mat. Nice hyperextension. And then slowly come down to the opposite side. You are on the opposite cheek. Bring our hands back down the small of our back. Kick, kick. Slowly bring those legs back down to the floor, bringing our head forward and pulling up those shoulders and coming all the way back up. All right, we're going to do this one more time on each side. So hands again are on the small of our back. Kick, kick. Bring those feet all the way back down. Head comes forward, and we're slowly coming up off the mat. And then we're going to go on to the opposite side. Kick, kick. Legs are coming all the way back down. Head is coming forward, and we're coming all the way back up. Alrighty. So we're just going to start relaxing a little bit now. You girls did a great job today. Let's grab a little bit of water. We're just going to do a little more balance work and then end with some meditation this morning. So standing nice and tall, pulling our abs in nice and tight, rolling our shoulder blades back, cracking that walnut with your scapula. Let's bring the arms into a T. And then you might want to be barefoot off your mat for this to get better balance. Let's bring our hands now into prayer position. Bringing that right leg up, pulling the bellies in nice and tight. You might feel like you can pull your knee up a little bit higher now. If you lose your balance, just try again. Slowly bring that leg all the way back down. Let's bring our arms out again into a T, rolling your shoulder blades back. Let's just do a few baby circles. Bringing the arms together in prayer position. Let's bring up that opposite leg. Continuing your breath. Let's slowly bring that leg back down to the floor, and we're just going to do a little bit more yoga, so our backs are nice and happy today. Coming down to your mat, hands are locked into the mat. We're just going to slowly bring that spine up into seeker, taking a deep breath in, and then bringing it back down. Let's slowly bring our forehead down to the mat, walking our fingers out to child's pose, continuing with our breath. Let's come back into that crisscross applesauce, and we're just going to end with some meditation. Let's take a deep breath in, closing our eyes, again thinking of a positive intention, thinking of getting stronger today than yesterday. Slowly open your eyes, and thank you ladies for coming to my Friday Pilates Fusion class, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye-bye. Namaste.